Hello and welcome back to Leah Tries. Today I am going to be talking about my latest photo shoot that has to do with body positivity, as you can see in the title. So I first want to just talk a little bit about what kind of inspired me to do this photo shoot, and then I'm going to be going through the photos and I'll be releasing all of them on my Instagram, which I will link down below, as well as the photographer that I was working with that I will also be speaking about a little bit later. I have definitely had problems with my self-image in the past, and I've also realized that a really big part of my inability to like myself or to like the way I look has had a lot to do with social media, and more so that than like magazines and TV things. Like I feel like that hasn't affected me as much as social media has in terms of my self-image, because you go on Instagram and you see all these people that have so many followers. And I was watching Ethan and Ela's podcast, so that's H3H3's podcast. They're a really, really famous YouTube channel. I have no doubt that people who watch my videos don't really go on YouTube much, so I will not be surprised if you guys don't know who that is. But basically they were talking about how people who are famous on Instagram compare to like their pictures. So I'm gonna put up some examples here where they would have, like, on this side basically just what these people present themselves as on Instagram, and then on this side I'll show what they actually look like. And I thought it was really funny. They have a really, really hilarious podcast they talk about a whole bunch of different stuff, and this is just one that I saw recently, and it just got me thinking that, you know, not only do people Photoshop themselves, but they tend to only show, you know, the best parts. Like, I mean, I think that's something that we all do. We put on makeup if we're gonna know there's gonna be pictures. You know, you stand in a way that's flattering, like you try to, like, I would emphasize like my waist or whatever, like, you know, you try to put your best foot forward. And I definitely agree that, like, that's fine to do, but I definitely think that a line should be drawn with, like, Photoshop, because people just end up having unrealistic expectations of, I think, others and themselves. I mean, first of all, we can't all look the same. I feel like although it's fine to put your best foot forward, I think that people just don't recognize that, you know, everyone has like bad angles. You know, we all look fat from some angle. I think we can all agree to that. We all look fat from some angle, or, you know, like we're not proportionate, you know, like pulling a funny face. So I ended up going to do this photo shoot with my cousin, actually, and she is a photographer. So I decided to do this photo shoot. I have a cough today. So I decided to do this photo shoot with my cousin, and I actually didn't really tell her the purpose, or not like the purpose, like I didn't really tell her what I was gonna do with the photos. I was like, let's do a photo shoot. You know, I had a location in mind that you guys will see in the photos. It's on UCT's campus in Cape Town, so we drove through and we shot it there. And it was really fun working with her. She's really good at what she does, and we just took a bunch of photos in different poses in different places. And then she and I went through the photos together and we picked the best, obviously like the best like you would with a photo shoot, and then the worst as well. So I basically picked out a whole bunch of good pictures of myself as well as the worst ones that I could find on, you know, just the stuff that she had taken that day. And it was really fun to do, actually. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I thought it would be funny. I thought it would be funny to show people, like, oh, you know, like maybe I look good in this picture, and then you'll see me on the next one where I just look awful. But yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna be reacting to today, is just this photo shoot that I did, and just kind of how the good photos turned out and how the bad ones did. I didn't use any Photoshop, or I don't edit the photos. Cara edits the photos. So I also want to just draw some attention to my wonderful photographer, who's also my cousin. Her name is Cara, and she is a photographer in Stellenbosch, and she does really, really amazing work. And she just did this with me for fun because we're family members and I give her a lift sometimes, so she has to help me out. But she's really amazing, and please go follow her. I will be linking all her stuff down below or putting it in the video, wherever. But she had no idea what I was gonna do when we were taking the photos. We just took photos and I was like, ooh, is this nice, is this nice? And she gave me advice. And afterwards I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask you to get the best photos and then get the absolute fucking worst photos. So the photos that make me look like fatter than I am, maybe, like just stuff where I'm pulling a face, like stuff where I look bad. Like, we need to go through that. And she ended up feeling too guilty to really just do it herself. And so I ended up going to go sit with her and being like, ooh, this one makes me look real shit, and that one makes me look real bad. And so I basically just want to show just kind of the process of getting all the good photos that we did end up getting, like just how, like, I mean, I'm a very stressed out person and I'm not used to having photos taken of myself, so I was stressing the entire time, and I'll be talking through the whole shoot with you guys when I go through the photos. But it was really fun, and it was really fun to pick out the bad photos, because she also definitely saw it very differently to how I saw it. If I saw something, she would often not even like notice it. But it was just really fun and interesting, and I'm gonna be going through some of the photos now and just reacting to them and seeing what they look like. My dog is here as well. I'm gonna be putting my laptop on her because she's lying down. So I'm going to be going through the different pairs. So the first one that I'm looking at is one that we actually kind of took towards the end of the shoot, and it's me sitting on these stairs. And the one is looking like really nice, like the lighting is all good. I'm sort of looking off in the distance, my jaw looks good. And then the other one was like just as sun came out, and I like kind of pulled like a double chin, and like you'll see like in these photos my mouth, I don't know what my mouth does. I feel like it doesn't look weird normally, but when I get stressed out and I don't know what I'm doing, I start like, okay, I can't do it. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like a little bit later. Okay, but this one I thought was just a good example of like lighting and the moment being kind of wrong, because like, as you can see in the other picture, I mean, my jaw looks like really sharp. Like, I definitely is not that sharp in real life. And I just kind of gave away my round face there a little bit. But I mean, I think they're both still kind of good photos, but I just thought it was a really good example of just the lighting being totally and utterly wrong. I'm sorry, I'm looking on my laptop down here, so that's why I'm gonna keep looking down. And then photo number 2. Okay, and then this one is just another one that we were on steps, and like the black and white one, like it looks so like friendly. I mean, my cheeks, like I don't know, I feel like it is like more slimming, whereas the other one you can just see like my whole face. Oh, and this is a really good example of where I put my mouth like too tense, so it doesn't go into a smile, it just kind of looks like bleh. Anyway, but this is just another good example of like lighting being wrong, and then just, I mean, we were chatting and stuff like in between, so this is another good one where it just looks bad. Like, that photo can't really be saved. But anyway, moving on to photo 3. This one is just another example of like slightly different angles. Like, the one looks like picture perfect and like really like, I don't know, like I feel like I look very interesting in this one. Maybe it's just me. I feel like this video is gonna show how fucking vain I actually am. But and then the other one is obviously just like showing off this like bottom double chin part that I have. I'm kind of closing my eyes, and yeah, it's just from a different angle. It doesn't look as good. But yeah, this is like some of the other photos that like I ended up not picking, obviously, because this other one was like much better. Photo number 4. Okay, so this one is just another example of how you can make your face look different just by like I think this one was like kind of to do with my hair, so it ends up making my face look like really narrow, whereas like the other one's like bam, hello jawline. Again, this is, I feel like I'm so vain, but I don't know, I thought that this was just another really good example of me tensing my mouth in a really unattractive way, just being like But yeah, so it just shows you how different someone can look, and how if you just put like your best foot forward, you can appear like someone else. Like, I feel like this chick does not look like me at all. Like, the one on this side is like much better, dude. Okay, number 5, let's see. Okay, this is a good one as well, because I was wearing this skirt and I kept trying to like do cool shit with it. I guess in my head I thought it was gonna be easy because it's such a nice like pretty material. I figured it would look good no matter what I did to it. And this is just gonna show you that like a few of these photos, not just this one, this is gonna show that I have no fucking clue what to do with my body. This was just me kind of, she would tell me to like step forward, and sometimes it would just come out looking totally weird. And this one I look like I'm doing some kind of dance, and like the fabric, you can't even see how nice the fabric is. And yeah, like my body looks a little bit like square. I feel like I have like a nice like smallish waist, and this one like you can't see that at all. But yeah, it's just another good example of like wrong moment, wrong angle, me being unattractive. Like, that's me most of the time. These, like, pictures where I look good, it's definitely not true to the real thing. I look way more awkward. Like, these awkward pictures, like, definitely capture me much better than the pretty ones do. And then this is one where it's like, ooh, look at me. I'm, like, walking away, looking all graceful. And then it shows me just, like, like scrunching up my waist, like getting some roll action, fixing my hair. My hair is cut in a way that it literally is constantly in my face. I think you can't tell in videos because I always like comb it and like make it look nice. But in this, like I was moving around and my hair was just constantly in my face. So a lot of these just had hair in my face everywhere. But yeah, again, this one is so much more me being awkward, probably stumbling, tripping, like wearing a skirt, my legs get tangled, like yeah, it's very true to me. But yeah, it obviously doesn't look as good as the other one. I feel like the other one makes me look fucking nice. But yeah, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is number 7. So I feel like I look like one of those, what's it called, like a matador, where you have like a thing and you have the ball coming past and then you have to like whip it out the way as the ball comes past. That's what I feel like I look like in this one. And then the other one is just me looking a bit like a potato. But like, I mean, I was slouching a bit. My arm is sort of like hiding where my waist is, so it looks like I'm much bigger than I am, I think. But again, this is just another photo of me walking around looking normal, not like trying to correct my posture, look good. I feel like this is shit that everyone does. Like we all have photos like this where we're just not paying attention, not doing what we're, like not working my angles at all. But, oh fuck, I just closed the thing. No, come back. Ooh. Okay, okay, no, we're back, we're good. And then the other one, yeah, like we all do this. I feel like we pick the best ones, we pick the ones that make us look the way we want to look and the way that we want to feel. But as you can see in these photos, like that's so like not real. I am clumsy and like awkward and tense and this is okay, this is, wait, which one is this even? Wait, okay, I'm so all over the place. This is photo number 8. So this one, it literally looks like I smelled something bad. And I actually wore red lipstick today because I thought it looked good in the thing. And then I see myself in this photo and I'm like, no, bitch, no. But, oh fuck, don't restart, motherfucker. Okay. Hopefully my laptop doesn't restart, otherwise I'm gonna have to continue filming this later, but I think it should be fine. But yeah, this one again, like it's just kind of that little like smile at like getting it at the right angle. Cara really knows what she's doing because I make weird faces the entire time. I keep like, I think the less comfortable I got, the more I tensed my mouth, and then I would think that I'm smiling. Meanwhile, I'm literally just going like, I'm not even, I feel like I'm making it look better because I can see myself on the fucking monitor. But like, it definitely looks like I don't know, like I stepped in something and I'm just like, yum, you know? Oh, this is another good one. Like, I feel like the good one of these is like one of the few that actually capture me, because this was sort of just me fucking around a little bit, which is like good. Like, I'm glad that there was one good photo of me being myself, because these others like all feel much more like me than the good ones feel like me. And then this is another one where I feel like my leg looks like it's not even attached to my body. Like it looks like the angle is wrong. Is that just me? Anyway, but yeah, like there was a little bit of wind kind of coming through and I was trying to get my skirt to go in the wind and it just wasn't working, and I was like, Cara, like fix this, please, I don't know what to do. And yeah, she did a fantastic job of capturing nice ones in between. So well done, girl. I would not have been able to make myself look as good as you made me. Look. And then, ooh, this is a nice like little somber, like black and white, like very serious. I feel like my body looks sick in this one. And this one, it's like, hey, here's like the fat that you didn't see in the other one. It's still there, it's out now, like. But yeah, and like my dress is going the wrong way. I'm doing that thing where I'm like, yeah, that's a good one. That is how I make it, like, oh yeah, and I put my jaw forward too, like, yeah. Okay, no, I feel like this is so fun because like I wouldn't be this comfortable making fun of someone else, but because it's me, I can do whatever I want. It's great. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to the next photo because I feel like I've been ripping myself enough on this one. Oh, yeah, and this is just one where I felt like it was interesting because the second I stopped trying, I actually looked okay. And for every other one, I was like, making like a little face and like looking really tense and shit and like trying to swish my skirt around, just trying to make it look good. Nothing I did on purpose looked good. It was all just like accidental stuff. And this is a really good example of that, just me trying to fix it because I kept whipping it around, so it ended up coming loose at the front because it has like these little things that you tie. But yeah, and I feel like this one also makes me look skinnier than I am, which is like great. And then you see the other one, you're like, oh, there is that bitch, like the rest of her anyway. But yeah, and like, I don't know, I love making fun of myself. So like people, it's told, like, don't feel like I'm self-deprecating too much. It's more just to be like, you know, I love myself, you know, the good, like sort of little moments that I didn't really plan and me trying too hard. Like, it's very much me. I feel like I accept that about myself and I can have a good laugh about it. And yeah, like I said, I really like myself enough that like the bad angles, I feel like they're just another part of me. The same way my good angles, like if you don't appreciate me at my good angle, you don't deserve me at my bad angle. Wait, no. Other way around. I'm fucking up this meme. You know what I mean? Like, it's a meme where you just, yeah, it's fine. You know what, we can move on from that one. Okay, so this is another one where like I look so graceful, so feminine, so like powerful. And then this is how I actually felt, like yeah, this was just, it was really bright as well. It's bright out here too. It's bright as fuck today. It's hot and unpleasant, but it's all good. I'm gonna pretend like it's all good. But yeah, this was like another day like today, super bright, just like I'm hot, my neck is sweating, like all the hair next to my neck, it's like sticking, and I'm just like, bruh, get me the fuck out of here. This was towards the end of our photo shoot, but yeah, I was getting real sick of Cara shit at that point. Because I get so stressed and she's just like, yeah, no, just like look over there and draw here, and I'm like, girl, I'm mad. Like, I'm mad and I want to go home and I want to have like a bath and like not see anyone for like 3 days. I love this one too. It's just, again, like the brightness was wrong. Like the sun kind of came out of nowhere, and like I did a whole bunch of other shots with the umbrella and they just did not look good. Most of them came out like this one did, like the bad one, where I'm just like fixing my hair and like being hot and just being like, get me out of here. But and then the other one like turns out so cute. Like, I didn't look uncomfortable at all, but I was uncomfortable the entire time that I shot this. But yeah, and again, like, it's amazing what just like the filter can do, because I've never really been against using a filter, just because I feel like that's just playing with colors and making the colors look more artistic. Like, I mean, I wore that skirt and I was like, make everything match that skirt in the edit, you know, because the skirt, like the fabric is so nice and I just wanted the fabric to look really beautiful, which it did, so thank you, Cara. But yeah, like, I feel like you have like, in all the like nice versions of these photos, I look so like, ooh, look at me, I'm so naturally good. Like, no, it's not fucking natural. That is like one moment out of 1,000 bad ones that look way more like this, where I just, this one was like, I thought this was one of like the best examples of me looking shit, because I looked like, fuck, I don't even know. Like, first of all, it's like that thing where you make yourself like look like a thumb. How do you do that? Like, okay, someone edit this. Like, that looks like a thumb, okay? So you have like a thumb, you know, because I'm just like raising my jaw up way too much. My hair's everywhere. My skin looks kind of good still, but you know, I'm gonna skip that. Like, I feel like you can see all my rolls. I'm moving really weirdly. And then you get this other one where it looks like so peaceful, so girly, so cute. Like, no, that was the exception to all the other like moments, you know. Yeah, now we're at, this was number 14, like we're almost done. We only have 2 more. Okay, photos number 15. Oh, this is another really good one. I saved some good ones for the last ones. I'm glad I did that. Okay, so this is again like feminine, gorgeous, just dropping my skirt over here, you know what I'm saying. And then and then you have this one that looks like I'm not even sure. I feel like I look like a cartoon character. Like, it just looks wrong. And I was trying to be all graceful with my hands. And like, no, like that looks so bad. And then again, you go back to the other one and you're like, damn girl, like, how you doing? And then it's back to the other one and it's like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Are you on crack? But yeah, so yeah, I really enjoyed this. I just think these are hilarious. I really loved and enjoyed picking out the bad ones because like Cara kept trying to be like, no, like this one doesn't look that bad, like you look great, like didn't it? And I'm like, bitch, you can say I look terrible, like it's all good, like we're family, you can say it, you know. And like I feel like it's a much more flattering look for my face. But yeah, and it's just, it shows you like the difference that just like a little bit of like dropping your chin can do. I always pull my chin up when I'm like laughing. I'm like, like, you know, that's just much more me. But yeah, and all the photos that maybe look the best definitely don't represent me the way I am in real life. Like anyone who knows me knows that I'm a bit weird, and I don't get, like, I'll be tense but not uncomfortable in front of people. I'm really tense sort of within myself, but I don't really care about what people think, so I feel like I make people uncomfortable. I'm an uncomfortable person in general, and the bad photos definitely show that part of my personality better. But yeah, this whole thing is just about kind of showing that if you see a good picture, it's just because they were like 20 bad ones. Like, don't forget that everyone has their bad angles. Everyone has their like little quirks about like what they do. And just because you see a whole bunch of like perfect pictures on Instagram, it doesn't really mean much. I feel like it's just, you like the value that you have, it's much more about like how you are as a person. And I mean, I'm a funny person. I think I'm interesting, at least. Like, I think I'm a bit different, like a bit odd, but I think it's fine. I like it, so it's chilled. But yeah, I think that it's so important to appreciate those parts, because those are the parts that you lose when you like Photoshop it to look perfect. Like, you don't see all the good shit that you have to offer, like all the stuff that's really you, the stuff that people can actually appreciate in real life, not just over a photo. And yeah, that's kind of what this is about, to be like, you know, everyone's a whole person, everyone has their shitty angles, and you know, we're all just, I don't know, none of us are perfect, and I feel like that's fine. And I really enjoyed doing this. I really enjoyed oh Jesus fucking Christ, that was a motherfucking beetle. No, die. Okay, it's gone. I tried to put my laptop on top of it, which is rude, but I think I'm gonna end the video there. That was scary. My dog is right here. She's looking at me like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna be making a new video pretty soon. Like, I know what I want to do for it. It's a really difficult video for me to make, and you guys will see why when I'm making it. It's like, I don't know, I'm normally a pretty comfortable person, and this one is gonna make me extremely uncomfortable to talk about, so look forward to that. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. 3, 2, 1. This fucking thing is gonna be so messed up, dude. It's gonna be so messed up. Okay.